Are you thinking of making the move to an electric vehicle? In this video, we will take you through the ins and outs of all things EV, explaining the differences between hybrid, mild hybrid, fully electric, and all the other naming conventions that are given to electrified vehicles. The name hybrid can be used to refer to a number of different hybrid variations. In essence, hybrid refers to a vehicle that uses two different forms of power: standard combustion from a petrol or diesel engine, and an electric motor or battery. Starting with mild hybrid, also known as MHEV, these are vehicles that combine a standard combustion engine and an electric motor that improves the fuel economy and reduces emissions created by the vehicle. These two sources of power cannot run independently of one another, so the electric motor will run to assist the engine and will generate its energy through regenerative braking when the vehicle is being driven. Mild hybrid systems differ from brand to brand in terms of how they operate, but in general they all tend to work in this way. Because of this, MHEVs don't require a charge point. A self-charging hybrid also falls into the MHEV category, as it doesn't require an external power source to recharge the battery, and by simply driving the vehicle, you are charging it as the energy is captured in the brakes through brake regeneration. Next up is plug-in hybrids, or PHEVs. Like an MHEV, a PHEV combines both a standard combustion engine, petrol or diesel, and an electric motor. However, they are one step closer to a full EV as they come with a larger battery that can be charged by an external power source such as a charge point, hence the name plug-in hybrid. With a PHEV, you can switch from the combustion engine to an electric-only mode seamlessly. Once the range of the electric motor has been used up, the vehicle will switch back to its petrol or diesel engine and you can refuel at a fuel station once the tank gets low. Let's take a look at the Cupra Leon e-Hybrid for example. This is a plug-in PHEV car as it receives its electric charge from a charging point like this one and can be topped up with petrol too. Charge times vary dependent on the make and model of the vehicle. This Leon can achieve 0 to 100% power in under 4 hours with a home wall box, and this will provide up to 40 miles of range when only electric mode is chosen. Fully electric, or BHEV as these vehicles are sometimes known as, have an electric motor only and produce zero emissions. All fully electric vehicles require a charge point to recharge the battery, and they do provide a greater range than most hybrid models, often into the 3 figures worth of range. However, these range figures are only given as a guide. Real-world range will depend on a number of factors including road conditions and driving style, just like miles per gallon in petrol and diesel vehicles. The Audi E-Tron you can see here is a fully electric vehicle, along with the Volkswagen Id3, also seen here. The E-Tron, Audi's first ever fully electric SUV, has 2 electric motors and a large high voltage battery, with an intelligent recuperation system that helps this large car to drive efficiently and completely CO2 free. Not only that, it can quickly accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in an impressive 5.7 seconds. The instant reaction from the electric motors is undoubtable. The maximum range given by Audi is up to 252 miles from a full charge, but as mentioned previously, this does depend on your driving style amongst other factors. Charging is simple. Under the bonnet is a compartment, and this is the recommended area for storing your charging cables. There are different sorts of cables dependent on the outlet you are using. Audi do helpfully supply a 3-pin plug, so you can plug your e-tron into a regular plug socket at home. Once it is plugged in, the cable will be locked and will flash green to show it is charging. If you're worried about someone unplugging your car and ruining your charge time, don't be. Once the car is locked, the cable is locked in, and only by unlocking the vehicle with your key can the cable be disconnected. Different manufacturers and models have slightly different ways to charge, but this approach is fairly general for all. Fully electric vehicles usually come with a higher price tag, but don't let that put you off. They do also come with lower running costs, which can make your overall investment lower. Take a look at the Volkswagen Id3 here for example. To get a full charge from a flat battery at a home charge point will cost roughly £12.50. That supplies you with up to 340 miles of range. As fully electric cars don't produce any CO2 emissions, the road tax is also zero. All things to consider when shopping around for an EV. There are many tools available online to aid you in calculating the ownership costs of owning an electric vehicle versus a traditional combustion engine. Head to our website, swanswaygarages.com/electric-hybrid to discover more about electric vehicles.